Hey guys, Michael Kelly here with today's Sales Tips Daily 3. Today's talk, I guess you can call it, is going to be about all in. Going all in. And the reason it is about that is because the difference between average salesmen and top producers is going all in. The people who have decided that they're going to make it a career and give 100% versus the people that are doing it in the meantime until they find their path or their way. So I personally suggest that if you're not willing to go all in and give it your 100% effort every single day, all day, then you should find something else to do. Because unless you're just doing it to make a little bit of money to get by, then I don't even know why you're watching a sales tips video, because people are underestimating what they can do, and it's scary. It's all dependent upon focus and the most controllable aspect, which is effort. So I'll give you a little example. I went to a conference 2 weeks ago, and there was a motivational speaker who said, everyone in the audience, there was like 1,800 people, everyone in the audience stand up. So everyone stood up, and the speaker said, okay, now I want everyone to jump high. So of course, everyone in the audience jumps high. And then the speaker says, okay, now I want everyone to jump higher. And I kid you not, literally every single person in that audience jumped higher than they did the first time. And I think that's just a clear focus thing. It's all about getting those limiting mindsets, the obstacles that you're putting in your own way and holding you back, and focusing 100% on doing something. And jumping high the first time is just doing what you think you can do. Jumping higher is giving it 100% and saying, okay, this time I'm going to put more, I'm going to push myself further, and I'm going to give it 100% focus. And if you're willing to do that every day in sales, guys, that's the key. That is the best advice you could ever receive to be successful, is just to give it 100% every day. And, you know, if you're not happy with your results, then give the effort. When it comes to sales, there's a lot of variables that are uncontrollable. So the leads, to a certain extent, if you're just the salesman and you're not the lead generator, or if that person that you're speaking to had a bad day, or there's just a ton of variables. The one variable that you can control, though, is your effort. So the first tip is, on every sale, give 100% effort. Now, there's also a little practicality behind this. There's this thing that I learned that it was in a book. It was just about having a mental reset button. So whether it's tapping your pen 3 times. So Okay, you walk up or you're on the phone, you do your pitch, you think you nailed it, you're feeling good about it, you go for the close, and they're not interested or they want to think about it, and it's just or a spousal objection. It's just something that you really can't overcome. And you walk away from it. If you don't do something to mentally reset yourself, I don't care if it's a tap on the chest, I don't care if it's 3 taps of the pen on the desk, taking a pen cap off and putting a pen cap on, just one physical action that psychologically connects, that is your reset button. So like when you're playing a video game and you know you have 3 lives, but you're running through the level and you die really early, so you hit start and you go down and you click restart and you start over. That's what you're doing with this one physical thing. So figure out what yours is. It can be anything, but it's just a way to reset yourself so that on the next sale, you can give 100% effort because you're not affected by that last no. You should actually be happy by it because every no that you get is getting you one step closer to a yes. So, you know, give yourself the opportunity to reset, refocus, and then give 100% on the next one. Because when I say give 100%, I don't just mean in the day. I mean on every single sale, on every single pitch, on every single intro. Give everything you have. Like they say in sports, leave it all on the field. I mean, getting a no is a very micro loss. That's something you can afford to lose. But deploying this tactic will make you win on the macro. You'll win the long-term game if you don't let the short-term no affect your ability to give 100% effort. So I implore you to learn a way that you can reset yourself as a salesman to refocus for number 2 and give 100% effort again, not being affected by the fact that you just got a no. So I think that's very simple. Number 2 for today's daily 3. So number 1 was give 100% effort. Probably sounds kind of silly, but at the end of the day, very simple advice, very hard to execute upon. So I'm trying to stir it up here. I'm trying to give you the mental breakdown on, thinking of these things so that you can increase your sales, which increases your income. And that's what this whole channel is about, guys. It's a community, it's a conversation where we take everyone from beginners to top producers and we all help each other to get better so that we can increase our sales and increase our income. Like, I'm not a guru, I'm a practitioner. I go out and I use these things and they work. So then I come back and I give these things so that other people can implement them because I've seen them work over the long term and I've won using these tactics. So whether you use them exactly the way I say, which is just my take on it, or you individualize the advice for yourself, that's probably the more practical way to handle it. Take what I'm saying, filter it through you as a human being, and then figure out how it's going to work best for you or what you can do for it to fit, which is why I like to give multiple examples of things. Now, number 2, don't oversell. Guys, give pros and cons. If you try to oversell and you're just nothing but great, grand, wonderful, it's the best thing you've ever heard, you're going to raise people's suspicions. You're going to scare people away, because at the end of the day, there's this old adage that if something sounds too good to be true, it usually is. So do not be afraid as a salesman to balance it out. Give the pros and give the cons. Tell good things and bad things. Enough. I mean, as a salesman, you know, you want to make your product sound good. You want to give the best pitch you can. You want to, you know, take a positive twist on things. But it's okay to give the pros and cons. Let them know that certain things. Be very transparent, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Just be authentic. Be genuine. Be honest. Don't try to hide the bad and cover it up with all good, because people will sniff that out from 1,000 miles away. They'll know that that's not truth. So, guys, at the end of the day, you got to give both ends. You got to balance out the scales. Give the pros, give the cons, be transparent, be authentic, be honest. And being honest and being genuine, all this fake it till you make it, and, you know, you're gonna not be authentic or not be true to yourself, and you're gonna fake something or do something else, you'll lose the big game. And it might get you short-term numbers here and there, but you're gonna lose overall. And if you're not in it to win the overall game, it's like playing a hole of golf. Like, this isn't a skins game. You're not playing to win one hole. You're playing to win 18. So think about it that way. Be smart. Be authentic. Be yourself. Be genuine. Add your individuality into it. And show both the pros and the cons of what your product or service is. So number one, give 100% effort. Like I said, I know it's very simple to say, very hard to do, but it is probably the best advice that I could ever give. If you can practically execute that one thing, you will win. Number two, do not oversell. Give the positives and negatives. Be genuine, be honest, be authentic, be who you are. Be a real person. Get a real connection. I don't like, you know, this, if someone says they're married and then you say you're married, just to be able to make some, be genuine. If you're not married, you're not married. If you're married, you're married. Great, whatever. Be real. Be honest with people. That's going to get you more wins in the end. Being authentic, being genuine, that's important. Sorry, I got a little fired up there on that one, because I really don't like hucksters who are out here, you know, pitching heat, who want to sell things in a disgusting way and not be honest and truthful, and then at the end of the day brag about some boasted up sales because they cheated the system. So, I mean, that's just not who I am. And if you're one of those people, this is the wrong channel for you, because that's not what this community and the conversation is about. The conversation in the community is how to win overall. Number three, have some indifference. Now, this one's kind of hard because we're salesmen. We work on a commission game. We work with numbers. We're on a page structure based upon our productivity. But at the end of the day, if you let your customer know that, now delicately, this has to be deployed delicately, you have to be able to pull back a little bit and say, I understand what I'm telling you isn't for everybody. It doesn't work for every single person I talk to. Now, you still better be positive. You still better have your energy. You still better be giving it 100% effort. But what I'm saying is, Don't get so thirsty for the sale that you're commission hungry and you get that commission breath, and your prospect can smell it, that all you're in it for is the sale, and you're not trying to solve a problem for them. You're not trying to help them. You don't have their interest in mind. You have your own interest in mind. Again, you're going to lose. And I'm trying to help you win. That's why I'm giving these tips. So have that positive energy, have the excitement, the effort, but pull back on the reins a little and let them know that, you know, if they don't buy this, it's not the end of the world for you. But be good enough that they don't have a reason not to buy. So you can show the indifference, but be so good with your pitch, your rebuttals, your close, that although you let them know, hey, if it doesn't work for you, that's fine, but you did so good at selling your product or service that they can't not buy at that point. So the amount of indifference you deploy doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, you did your job. You sold them. So if you pull back the reins a little bit, just slightly take it away, if you did your job really well, they will grab it back from you and say, no, 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 Michael, let's do this. Let's get it done. How do we work it out? How do we do this? Let's go. And then it's done. So guys, all in. Give 100% effort. 2, do not oversell. Give the pros and cons. Balance it out. Show the positives and the negatives. Don't make it too good to be true, but still make it really good. And then number 3, show some indifference. Let them know that it's okay if they don't buy. Your product isn't for everybody, but just be so good that at the end of the day, they have no reason not to buy. And guys, I think I'm going to end on that. Please like, subscribe, comment. Your comments fuel the content, guys. Everything that is in my videos is because of comments and questions that I've gotten through my inbox and through the comments and everything. I really appreciate it. Like, subscribe, check out some of my older videos. They'll be somewhere around here. And go out and sell something. You guys have a good day.